welcome to my kitchen, Midnight Munchies and more. I am your chef, Charisse, and today we're gonna make the ultimate vegan chili. Look, this is one of the first recipes that we made when we first made the transition a couple years ago, and I spent the next 2 years perfecting it. Oh, it's so good. Literally, Greg asks for it every single day, at least once a week, if not every single damn day. So let's just get right into it. We've got a big old pot that I went ahead and I put 2 tablespoons of EVOO, extra virgin olive oil in this, and then 2 large white onions chopped and 1 green pepper chopped. And then, just like we did with our vegan meatloaf or our sloppy joes, we went ahead and pulsed 1 cup of raw cashews into crumbly bits. This is gonna help give us some texture to go along with our 16 ounce of sliced button mushrooms that we went ahead and pulsed as well, and we're gonna throw that in there, and we're gonna saute these all down until it's nice. Oop, I just hit my... We're gonna saute these all down until our moisture is pretty much out of that, and then it's decreased in our gigantic pot quite a bit. While our vegetables are sauteing, we're gonna go ahead and mix together our spice mix. So I'm gonna start off with 1 tablespoon of sugar. Now, again, as I say per usual, just like in all of my other recipes that I use white sugar for, like the vegan olive oil lemon cake. Okay, so a lot of them are processed with bone char, so make sure that you get a brand that's not. Aldi's has a brand that says on the package, not processed with bone char. So that's a very, very great option. Same with Domino brand. If it's made in Baltimore, New York, it is not. So check your packages, check Google, whatever. And this is optional. You don't have to do this. I feel like it really balances the heat, but you don't have to. You can also do an agave nectar or stevia or something like that. But if it's a liquid form, I would put it in, not in with these spices. Just put it in to our pot after you put in these spices. Does that make sense? Because you don't want this to be all goopy if you're mixing wet and dry. You feel me? You feel me? Okay. So to that we're going to add 2 tablespoons of chili powder, 1 tablespoon of ground cumin. So we're going to pop that in there. And then I've got half a teaspoon of black pepper, 1.5 teaspoons of salt. I've got half a teaspoon of ground cinnamon, and then I have 1 whole teaspoon of chili flakes, red pepper chili flakes. So, okay, now, all right, look, it can be really hot, and some people don't like spicy. So you can do half a teaspoon. Some people like super spicy. You could add 1.5 teaspoons. You do you, boo, but that's what I'm doing in mine. So we're gonna add that in there, and we're just gonna mix this up so it's all nice and incorporated. So now we're going to take about 1.5 tablespoons, baby, we don't mess around with garlic, of minced garlic, and then our spice mixture with the sugar in there. And what we're going to do is we're going to mix this together and let it keep going on the stove for about 1 minute. And what that's going to do is it's going to make sure it's all nice and incorporated so we don't get random chunks. And it's really going to help release those oils and flavors of those spices. Oh girl. So while I'm doing this for 1 minute, feel free to hit that subscribe button, little bell notification, so you don't miss more of this, baby. Now that it's been 1 minute, we're going to take about, 6 ounces of tomato paste. If I can get it out of this can because it's so pasty. And what we're going to do is we're going to do the same thing. We're going to mix this all together and let this cook down for about 1 minute, just because tomato paste flavor can be so pungent. So we want to make sure, pungent to your taste buds. So we want to make sure it's all mixed through. Oh my God, I got to put this down, y'all. Okay, so we want to make sure it's all mixed through. We want to kind of get rid of that super, super tomatoey flavor, but that's going to help us thicken this baby up. So now we're going to add a 4-ounce can of fire roasted chilies in there. And we're also going to add an 8-ounce can of tomato sauce and a 28-ounce can of crushed tomatoes. Oh, girl, this is where the good stuff starts happening. And I have turned my temperature down now to low on the stove because this tomato sauce gets a little crazy. So now I have 3 cans of beans. I have 1 can of black beans, 1 can of pinto beans, and 1 can of small red kidney beans. Now, if you guys are making these from dry beans, it's about 1.5 cups each of those. And then last but not least, about a cup. I usually do actually a 1.5 cups, but this is all I had left in my fridge. So that's all that's going in there. Well, my freezer rather. So about 1.5 cups of frozen corn, BB. And then we just go mix this up, and we're going to put the cover on it, and we're going to let it hang out for about a half an hour, 45 minutes. And make sure you stir it every once in a while though, y'all. You guys, look at this. Look at how like meaty it looks, right? And I put a little vegan sour cream and vegan parm on top. So I'm gonna take a big old bite. Girl, I already know it's good because I can't even tell you the number of times we've had it. Mmm. Mmm. Oh my God. It's got such a depth of flavor. It's like, hold on, girl. It's like, you get that richness of like the cumin and the chili powder, but then you get like the kick of heat at the end, and then like all of those vegetables. Oh my God, it is so good. As per usual, you guys, the full written recipe will be linked below, midnightmunchiesandmore.com. Now we serve it this way. We've done it on cornbread. We've done it on a bed of spinach. We put guacamole on top instead of the vegan sour cream. We've dipped corn chips in it. We've put it in a tortilla for him to take to lunch. Like, the possibilities are endless with this fucking shit right here. So make sure that you hit that subscribe button, little bell notification, so you know when I post another recipe video. And again, you guys, make sure you go to my PayPal, midnightmunchiesandmore@yahoo.com, so I can get more equipment, more ingredients to make more videos for you guys. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll catch you next time.
Oh, good night kisses while he wishes and reminisces. His eyes kissing while he waits for the full moon above. Oh, ivory dove, passionate love, listening closely, positioning my intuition for her nutrition and ambition, get up. Like when you rise in the morning, rub your eyes in the morning through the skies in the morning, get up. Like when you rise in the morning, rub your eyes in the morning through the skies in the morning, get up.